All right, welcome back, high flyers. Now we have come to the point where we want to begin to write. Now, we've learned so much about how to write, what we should expect, and which I'll still cover a little bit of it here. But now we are set to write, and I would advise us to use Google Doc for those of us who know how to use Google Doc or Microsoft Word. Um, you will see all the advantages and disadvantages. But for this course, we're going to be using Google Doc, and I would use that to show us how to move around a little bit within the Google Doc. So let's go. This is my own cheat sheet, if I can say, use that word. This is my own what I have brought together as a matter of writing for a while. So I would send this to us if you send me a message, if you um, just give a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, give a like, give a comment, and then you send a screenshot of that. I would send this document to us. But for now, I'm going to use it to actually teach us how to do the writing. We have been learning about writing. So now let's go. So this is the content writing and why blog posts, why web copy, why content write-up. In short and in summary, blog posts are used to drive organic traffic to our website if properly done with the SEO in mind. We've done keyword research in our module 2, and I'm sure that you have learned quite a bit. And for all our content, I'll be recommending for us between the article, the words between 500 to 2,000 words, depending on your assignment, your task, and depending on the organization and the brand that you'll be writing for. It will at least be between the 500 to 2,000 words. So like we saw in the overview of the blog post, we are supposed to have a compelling headline or a title. You can also use the skyscraper technique to scout around the different articles and see a very good headline, compelling headline. Your headlines have a lot to do if people will actually click on your article or not. Okay, so you should accurately reflect the content of your post and be attention grabbing enough to make people want to read more. It must correspond to user search intent and it must contain the keyword like I showed you earlier. So your headline must correspond to what users are searching for. If the users are searching for health benefits of honey, they should be able to find that as much as it can reflect in your compelling headline or title. Your headline must also contain your primary or your main keyword that you have chosen after your keyword research. And as a matter of rule, your headline must not be more than 15 to 40 characters, maximum 60. Okay, we can use the skyscraper strategy to develop a compelling title or headline. Okay, now we go to the meta description. This meta description is a brief summary of your blog post that will appear in search engine result pages. Anytime people search for things, it will come up. I will be showing us as we go along. Let me see a Google search. Let's do a Google search for health benefits of honey. And then I'll be able to show us what I'm saying as we go along. Okay, so now we've done the search. You can see this one we saw the other time. This is the headline. This is the title, so to speak. Honey, benefits, uses, and properties. And this below it is a meta description. This gives us a summary of what your blog post or your article is all about. So when people search, they see your headline or your title, tag, and then they'll see your meta description. If your meta description does not look too nice, people will not be interested in even clicking on it at all. So you can also use the skyscraper strategy to just have a feel of what the meta description should be, okay? If you are doing like 5 benefits or whatever, you can actually write the 5 benefits if it can all go into your meta description. Okay, now let's go back to the article that I'm using to teach us my own write-up. Okay, so that's the meta description. I hope you have seen what a meta description is. You've read it. You've read it in the other module while I was teaching us. So now you begin to see it. Okay, and as a matter of rule, the meta description should be between 140 to 160, about 1 to 2 sentences. And even in the other article I showed us, I said for mobile, it shouldn't be more than 105. This could be fine for a desktop. So if you want to actually cut across, I would actually even suggest that we work with the 105 characters that I showed us in the other lesson, okay? 105 characters. Or if you are looking at desktop, then we can work with this 140 to 160. It should not exceed that 160, okay, or 140. Now let's go to the engaging introduction. You saw in the article I showed us earlier how your introduction comes in. Let me see. This is another article that I wrote. Okay, so this is honey safe to eat during pregnancy? What you need to know. Now you can look at this introduction. Can you eat honey while pregnant? Yes, honey is generally considered safe to eat during pregnancy, but it is essential to consume it in moderation and choose pure raw honey to avoid any potential risk. Okay, so that's an example of an introduction. Okay, you can find something very engaging. They call it a hook. That's what writers call it. Something that will actually hook the people and they want to see what is next, what is coming, you know. So that's about the introduction. And your keyword or key phrase must be found in the first paragraph of your introduction and of your article. So bear that in mind. Okay, we move on now to the well-structured content. You have to have a structure for your content. And as a matter of fact, we're supposed to actually have what I call an article outline. An article outline. So all of this is actually all embedded in the article outline. Okay? Because when you're going to write, don't just start writing. You must have an outline. So I should just note it here so that I wouldn't forget. Article outline. Okay, and I would come to that in a bit because there's something about that later on. Okay. All right. Excuse me. So, excuse me. So we now go to the structure of the content, okay? The body. The body of your blog post is where you provide the bulk of your information, should be well structured and easy to read. Use subheadings, bullet points, and images to break up your text and make it more visually appealing. So we use headings, heading tags. That's what we call them. H1, H2, H3. So how do we use them? In your article, your H1 is only one H1 per article. Okay, I'll go back to that article. Is only good. Is only good. Okay, that this is like the title, right? And this here is the subtitle. Yes, we're going to have a subtitle. And I really want to not miss out on any information. So I'm taking my time. So when you have a headline, you also have a subtitle, okay? So I'll show you how AI can help us in all of this that we are doing. I will refer to this as a 1A sort of, okay? All right. So we have that subtitle there. We have the title. Now, because this is the like the Google Doc, you may not appreciate an H1 and a title, but the H1 should actually be the title. So if you go to this article where let me show us now. Okay, so that article was one of the I told you about ghostwriting in one of our topics when we're talking about different kinds of content writers. So that article I did was a ghostwrite, if I can put it like that I did for this blog, uh, Lifestyle Metro. Okay. So, and this is the article here. You can look at it and see it here. Is honey safe to eat during pregnancy? Is under the health and wellness category there. So if you scroll down there, you'll see, is honey good to eat during pregnancy? Okay. So if we click on that article, okay, so you'll see this is the title, and this is supposed to be an H1. And you can only have one H1 here, tag in your article. You must not be more than that for SEO purposes. Okay, so this is the H1 in that article, and this is the subtitle. The subtitle actually should not, it should be like H3, but I'll show us where there is a box already that formats the subtitle for you. If we don't do this in this class, we'll do it in the next class. Okay, so we're talking about head title, we're talking about subtitle, we talked about meta description. Now, in writing with Google Doc, you may not really be able to put the meta tag where it should be, because all this article is still going to the back end of of a website or of a blog and sites. So when we are fixing it in there, that's why those of you who did the assignment, some of you already asked me what is WordPress, what is CMS. Those are platforms where all of these blogs are hosted for the public to actually see, for you to be able to check, to Google it and see it. Okay, so while we're just writing now, we're just using Google Doc. We're going to have to upload it. So now it depends on the organization, it depends on the job you get. Some organizations just want you to write it, and then there are some IT guys or maybe the head of the content team that will be doing all the upload. So if you are not doing the upload and you are just doing the writing, so when you come to your Google Doc like this, you type your title, type your subtitle, and then you can put your meta tag, okay, at the below your subtitle. You can put your meta tag here. How do we write the meta tag? I'll show you in a bit. Okay, now let's go back to this. I'll show you how we are going to write the meta tag. So the engaging introduction, the structured content, we are trying to work out where to put your H1, where to put your H2 for subheadings, where to put your H3. And I'm sure you saw the frequently asked questions and then the related posts. So these are the things that we are following. So your H1 is only one per article, okay, which is the heading that you just saw. Then the H2 is for all your subheadings, for all your subheadings. So if I go back to that article, you'll see when I started to write, this is H2. Now, how do you know how to fix the H2? In your Google Doc, and I think also in Microsoft Word, if you highlight your text, you come to this part here, you can see it's on H2. You can see normal text, title, subtitle. Yes, in fact, there's a subtitle here that you can use to format your subtitle. Then your heading 1, okay? That's why I was saying that in Google Doc, you may not be able to see the difference the H1, the title or the heading one. But in the upload to the final back end, excuse me, there is a point where you actually fixing the H1 and is locked up there. Okay, so just note that the H1 is more important at this point because that's what you should use for the title of your document. Now the H2, that's where you're fixing the H2. Okay, so that's the H2 for this subheading. For all, excuse me, all our subheadings, we're going to be having H2 for the subheadings. Every subheading you take, this will be H2. To be H2, and you can see it in this where's that article I was trying to show us. Okay, so if you have a look at this, this is H2. Is this safe to eat honey? Benefits of honey during pregnancy. Now these ones are H3 because they are like subheadings under your H2. So you have the H2 as the subheading or major subheadings, okay? And then if you are writing any subheadings or like text under your H2, that will be like some big points again. You put that on H3. I hope that you are getting it. So all of this under the benefits are all H2, H3, 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 until we now come back to another H2, which is how to choose the right honey, okay, during pregnancy. So let's quickly go back. So you now have an idea of how to use your header tags appropriately to structure your content. Only one H1, which is the title, H2 for all your subheadings, H3 for like subheadings under the H2, if I can put it like that, okay? Subheadings or subtopics or points, for points under your H2. Then we come to the frequently asked questions. So under the frequently asked questions, the frequently asked question 2 is a H2, okay? Everything that is apart from your H1 is H2. Under your H2 is H3. Now, text that you write under each of those H2 will be the normal paragraph text. And when you want to get those normal paragraph text, you just come here and you say the normal text, okay? Now, under your frequently asked questions, when you are going to write your frequently asked questions, let me bring up one of the articles now. Okay, so you see the frequently asked questions. Let's scroll there quickly. Okay, let me not forget to also let you know that your conclusion or summary, your key takeaway is also H2. Every of those subheading H2. If you have anything like a big point under them, H3. Every other thing is a normal text. Now, your frequently asked question is also H2. Now, under the frequently asked questions, you can now, you will structure it in such a way that there will be a question and then there will be an answer. So the question will be H3. You can see that there, H3. The question will be H3. The content or the response will be the normal texts for the paragraph text. And if there's any picture, or so to speak, this is not compulsory for the frequently asked question, but if there is any, then you can bring it in. So that's how you structure out your frequently asked question. The question will be in H3, the answer or the response will be in normal text paragraph. The question will be in H3, the response will be normal text, the question will be in H3, and so on and so forth, okay? So let me show you, while I was teaching you the optimizing your content, I told you that when you do the search, for example, the skyscraper, when you come to, people also ask, you can use these questions here to figure out or inform your own frequently asked question. So you come to the people also ask, and then you begin to check which one is relevant, so relevant. You can see here, is honey daily good for health? Or what does honey do for your body? You can come here, what does honey do for your body? You can copy this and go to your documents, okay? Go to your documents, just like you're seeing here. I can bring it here as an added topic, and then I would format this as H3. And you have your normal text. It's looking the same, but it's not, because if you, by the time you publish or send it, it will, as long as you make sure that this H3 is showing here, okay? And then the font of the text must be the same, okay? Because that's the big difference here. This font here is Roboto, and here it is Arial. You can see, what does honey do for your body? The font here is Arial. Meanwhile, this one here is Roboto, so it must be the same. So I'm going to make this to become Roboto here. Let's look for the name. Let's look for the name Roboto. This is it. And then what size is this one? It's 22, which is big, but just for the purpose of what we are doing here, make sure that everything is the same font. Everything is the same font. If you are choosing 20 for all your H3, make sure it's the same font, because it is going to follow the name of the font. All right, so let's change this now to the 22, just for the sake of uniformity. Good. So you can see that. So whatever you've chosen, make sure they all rhyme. So this is how to format your frequently asked questions. You can copy a very, because those people also ask that I showed you, they're exactly what somebody is typing and looking for in Google. So what is SEO teaching us? Exactly what people are searching for is what you should be writing about. Is as much as possible, get their words, get their feels and their intentions, and structure it inside your own document. So now I think I've done a good bit telling you how to structure your frequently asked questions. Just come to people also ask and fix it in there, okay? All right. So that's about the people also ask. Now, while I was also showing you the overview of the blog post, we came to related posts. Came to related posts. Okay, so related posts, like I was telling you, are posts that are already in your website, in your brand, that they have uploaded, sorry, and then you link them together. How do you link them together? We'll be looking at that, because for now there's no post that we are linking, so we'll be looking at all of that subsequently. Okay, so that's how you actually structure the body of your content. That's how you structure the body of your content. Now we come to visuals, come to images and videos and what have you. That's another big deal when you are uploading stuff. And then I think I'll do that last. Let me finish up. I'll do the images and the videos last. Now, call to action is something that is actually just going to let your readers, okay, says, tells your readers what you want them to do after reading your post. This could be anything from subscribing to your email list to sharing your post on social media. Now, if you are in an organization and they are going to just take the copy from you, you don't need to bother about telling them to subscribe. There will be a format on the back end of the brand or the organization that would be doing that automatically. Yours will just be to give them the article you have written. What if you are going to be the one to, maybe you are doing your own article or your own blog or your own platform or something, then you should put in mind to put a CTA, call to action. You can say, please subscribe to this blog post or this article, this brand or something like that after each of your article. You can tell them, please share this on social media, and then you can put the social media links, and there is a what we call a plugin. We'll get to that in WordPress for those who will be interested to go further. There's a plugin that actually helps you to send it to social media automatically. So all of those depends on exactly what you are doing, whether you are just writing or whether you are the one uploading, and as I said earlier on. So now you also have a conclusion. Conclusion is your chance to summarize your main points and leave your readers with something to think about. It should be clear, concise, and memorable. The summary of what you have done, something that will make them to remember all that we've been talking about. Okay, I would I think that we have done some good justice to this. Let's take a look again at the ones that I wrote. So the dated post, all of these I linked to my brand and all the other stuff we have written. So that is how to write it. Now, I want to go back to that article and actually now say, okay, how do I write the introduction? I want to introduce now how we would use AI. Now AI can help us in this work, and that will really make it very interesting. Okay, so don't forget frequently asked question, related posts, social media sharing, and all that. Now let's start with how to actually, use AI to help us in writing. So, for example, you already have your keyword. Now, what you need, you can ask AI to even help you you can suggest some titles to you. Okay? Some titles may be a little bit different from the main keyword. Your keyword may be health benefits of honey. Then if a title, a blog post title can be 10 super health benefits of honey. So your keyword is there, but you've added some qualifiers to it. So you can ask AI, ChatGPT, Google Bard, which is Germany, and there are many more coming up every day. For the sake of this, we would use ChatGPT. And what is our prompt? This is prompt number 1. Say, my keyword is health benefits of honey. And my blog post title is so and so. Or you can say, my keyword is this. Give me an idea of a blog post title. Let's use this prompt and go to ChatGPT. All right. Now, this right for me is an arm of ChatGPT for those who may not know. So you just go to Explore GPT. I think it's under the new ChatGPT 4.0. So you can explore ChatGPT and then you can bring out write for me. It's different from the usual ChatGPT. You can see here, write me a 1,000 word analysis of the future of GPT, write me a 200 word product description, write a 3,000 word blog about the future, write a 5. So you can see that all you need is to know what you are doing, and AI is going to help you. Now, let me quickly say this. You don't just use everything AI gives you word for word. You can paraphrase it, you can humanize it. We'll come to all of that later, but for now, let's use our prompts. So my prompt is, my keyword is health benefits. Um, All right. So my keyword is health My keyword is health benefits of honey. Write a compelling blog post title using my keyword. So let's see what AI ChatGPT gives us. Good. So I said my keyword is health benefits of honey. Write a compelling blog post title using my keyword. So ChatGPT says, unlocking the sweet secret, top health benefits of honey for your well-being. Okay, but don't forget, I said when you use the skyscraper technique, you can also have a look at their headlines and try to do something close. So 7 unique health benefits of honey. Is honey good for you? Honey benefits, health benefits of honey, according to a dietitian. 8 raw honey benefits for health. Honey and health. Raw honey, 7 health benefits. 11 health benefits of eating honey are their health benefits. 5 health benefits of honey. So you can see several. And you have to be going back and forth trying to see, okay, I hope this is okay as per skyscraper technique. Is this too long? So you might have your own title. You can decide to say 15 top. You can look at what ChatGPT gave you and say 15 top health benefits of honey for your well-being. So I would rather take this, okay, and go back to my article, and I will say 10 or 15, whatever number, 10 top health benefits of honey for your well-being. I would use this. I would like to use this. Okay, so this will be our title based on skyscraper and what ChatGPT also helped us to do. So now our title is done. Okay, our title is done. Then we go back. What do we want to do next? We want ChatGPT to write the subtitle for our blog article. So we come back again and we say, ChatGPT, my keyword is health benefits of honey. And my blog post title, stay with me. My keyword is health benefits of honey. My blog post title is, what was that, our blog post title now? My blog post title is, because now we are not asking it to write a blog post title for us again. We already have a blog post title. So my blog post title is this. Copy it and go to ChatGPT. Is this. So what do we want ChatGPT to do now? I will now say, write the subtitle for my blog article. Did you see that? My keyword is health benefits of honey. My blog post title is 10 health benefits. 10 health benefits. 10 top health benefits of honey for well-being. Now write the subtitle for my blog article. Write the subtitle for my blog article. So let's see what ChatGPT gives us. Let's see what ChatGPT gives us. Okay. ChatGPT says this is a subtitle. Discover the nutrient-rich power of honey and how it can boost your health naturally. This is good enough. So I copy it. I go back to my document and I have a subtitle. And then I can click on this and do subtitle. Good. So our document is coming up. Let's give it a title. Yes, top 10 top health benefits of honey, or top 10. I would like the number to be before. Anyway, so that's our title. Okay, 10 top health benefits of honey for your well-being. And then we have a subtitle. What else do we need to do? Okay, we now want to write a meta description. So we'll still use what we had earlier. My keyword is this. Go back to ChatGPT. We want its meta description now, and we don't want that meta description. You know, we have what number did we say we should work with for a meta description? We said for mobile, it shouldn't be more than 105, and for desktop, it shouldn't be more than 140 to 160. So if we want to play safe, we can decide 105. Now let's see how we're going to use that number. So this is our prompt. My keyword is health benefits of honey. My blog post title is top 10 health benefits of honey for your well-being. Write a meta description. Write the meta description for me, not more than 105 words. Then you tell ChatGPT include the keyword. You say make sure to include the keyword. Make sure to include the keyword in the meta description. All right. My keyword is health benefits of honey. My blog post title is 10 top health benefits of honey for your well-being. Write the meta description for me, not more than 105 words. Make sure to include the keyword in the meta description. Okay? Let's copy that as well. And then now let's tell ChatGPT to go on. Tell ChatGPT to go on. I want to make sure I have all of this included for everyone. So I want to paste this. Okay. Now let's see what ChatGPT is up to. All right. It says, oh, I made a mistake. Well, it's not words, it's character. All right. That's my bad. Please correct that. The meta description is not words, it's character, as in so we're going to rephrase that and say characters. It says 105 characters. 105 characters. All right. So write the meta description for me, not more than 105 characters. Make sure to include the keyword in the meta description. Now let's go. Okay, let's see. Good. Discover the top health benefits of honey and how this natural remedy can boost your well-being. Okay, now because we still have some few spaces, because it's like we're just talking for mobile now, 105, we can now decide to add maybe one or two of the benefits that we're going to be talking about. But let's copy this and then let's take it to our blog post, and this will be our meta description. Good. Okay. So don't forget where meta description will show. Let me go back to that Google search engine results page. This here is your meta description. Okay. So we want to put in as much as you can. And like, look at this now. We have like a good sales of antioxidants, raw honey, vitamins, nutrition, and all of that. So we'll come to that in case we need to add just one or two of our points to the meta description. Okay. What else are we needing ChatGPT to do now? Yeah. So we've done a first prompt for title. We did another one for subtitle. We did another one for meta description. Now we want to do one for the article outline. So we still follow the same prompt. We follow the same prompt. Let me change this to our character. All right. So now we want ChatGPT to write the article outline for us. Bear in mind, while we are using ChatGPT to do all of this, we're still going back to the search engine results page, the skyscraper technique. So we're doing both. We're not just relying on ChatGPT alone. So we come here now and go and say, okay, no, we need to copy that prompt. We need to copy that prompt and now include the outline. So I say my keyword is health benefits of honey. My blog post title is 10 top health benefits of honey for your well-being. Write an article outline for me. Write an article outline for a maybe like a 800 word post, 800 word blog post. Write an article outline for an 800 word blog post. Okay, let's see what that does. So an outline is going to help you structure your content properly. You already know what you want to write, how you want to write, okay? So you can see what ChatGPT did for us here now. So let's paste that prompt so that everyone will have that prompts for the article outline. Now, how do we use this outline that ChatGPT has written for us? We are going to look at it and also try to look at some of the article while we're talking about the skyscraper technique. You also see what they've done. You don't want to do anything so different from what they have done or something out of point, so to speak. Okay, so we can open any one of them again and just look at it. Just try to compare. So first of all, you can copy out that uh, outline that ChatGPT has written. You can copy it out and go and put into your article, and then that will be what you want to work on, so to speak. So let's paste it here. Good. So we'll have a look, first of all. It says there's an introduction, 100 words, brief introduction to honey, mention its long-lasting history, boost immunity, that's number 1 point, 80 words, aids in digestion, promotes wound, soothes sore. So these are the benefits. ChatGPT already brought out those benefits. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, you can now do your work and do some little research here and there just to be sure that ChatGPT is not just killing you. All right. So that is it. And then you can also check the article. Do we have anything close? If we do, then go ahead, start writing your own. And you're not even going to be the one to write like that. You can now go back again to ChatGPT. There's nothing else to change. For some organizations, they may tell you what they want you to write. Some may tell you what exactly to write. So just write. Some you'll be the one to do all the outline. You show them and they'll say, okay, go ahead. This is fine and all that. So don't just go on doing your own thing. Try to be sure what is expected of you. So let's assume that our outline is cool. Okay, we can copy this call to action. Let's assume our outline is just good. You can now tell ChatGPT, follow the outline above and start writing the article for me. Start with the introduction. Now, let me quickly say this. When you are writing, you want to use simple English. You want to use what we call transition words. That means the words should flow from one sentence to another, from one paragraph to another. Then you want to use what we call active voice. I will make a note of that for us. Okay? We want to use, when we are done, we are okay with the introduction and everything, right? Then you want to use what we call active voice. You want to use what we call transition words. And we want to use what is called, what's that last one now? Active voice, transition one, and simple English. So these three, we are going to also put it as the prompts for ChatGPT. We're going to put it as the prompts for ChatGPT. Okay? I'm going to stop this video soon so that it won't be too long. So these prompts, I'm going to add it to these three things here. I'm going to add it to what I'm going to tell ChatGPT to write for us. All right, stay with me now. Okay, so follow the outline above and start writing the article for me. Start with the introduction. Then you say, make sure to use active voice, comma, transition words, and simple English. So that's our prompt as we start to write. Follow the outline above and start writing the article for me. Start with the introduction. Make sure to use active voice, transition words, and simple English. That's our prompts to start writing. Then you send it. So let's see what ChatGPT does for us. Good. Remember, ChatGPT already told us how many number of words how we're going to, can see how he broke down all the 800 words. It says we'll use 100 words for introduction, 180 words for this point, for that point. So it's going to follow all of that now, okay? And now let's look at it. It says honey is more than just a delicious natural sweetener. It's also packed with health benefits that have been valued for centuries, used, blah, 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 blah. Now, one thing that I would want to correct here is that health benefits, the keyword, we did not tell ChatGPT to include the keyword. So you see that it's not just to tell the ChatGPT, you must be following what it's doing, okay? So you say, follow the outline above and start writing the article for me. Start with the introduction. Make sure to use active voice, transition words, and simple English. And simple English. Include the key word, health benefits of honey, in the first paragraph. So this is our updated prompt, and then we'll say go. All right. So I was looking for the keyword, and here is it, the health benefits of honey. So I'm going to copy this. It's asking you, should I continue with the the first benefit? You can tell it to continue, but I'm going to stop here so that you already have a view of how you can use ChatGPT to write your article. Okay, so we now start here with the introduction and on and on and on. I believe that you have seen how you can use AI. I'll be with us again. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you.